Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing and have a first look at this Moto G8 Plus. And comes in this package, and nothing much is mentioned here. It just says that it has a 48 megapixel camera, quad pixel, that means pixel binning. It's doing a 25 megapixel front facing camera, and also has that ultra wide camera. And this is interesting, stereo speakers, that's by Dolby, and just gives an image. And this is already available in India. It's sold in India via Flipkart for 13,990. That's almost about 14,000. I'll leave the link if you guys want. And here is the device itself, and this is supposed to have a 6.3-inch screen, and just gives us the same information over here. And it says it has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery with turbo power. So let's and the case is pre-applied. This is the new thing that I'm noticing on Motorola devices. The case is actually pre-applied, as you can see. So let's just remove this case. It's a very tight fit, and I think that they're doing this because the back is now a polycarbonate back that they're using. It's sort of a fingerprint magnet, can get easily scratched. That's why I think so they are pre-applying this one. I think so that's how they want us to use. And if you notice at the back, it looks like a quad camera setup. But guys, this is not a quad camera, it's a triple camera setup, and the extra lens is just for laser autofocusing system. Small guide SIM ejector tool that we have. Let me keep that to the side. And this should be type C. So indeed a type C cable that you're having, and this will be the power brick, and this is supposed to be a 15 watt charger that we are getting in the box. So let me keep these things to the side, and let's look at the handset itself. And this has a 6.3-inch IPS LCD screen. And the big thing is that this is supposed to have stereo speakers. That's with Dolby. So that is something that we don't find in this price range. But anyways, let's look at it. Here we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, 3.5mm headphone jack, volume rockers up and down. And again, this is also made up of polycarbonate plastic, guys. Even the buttons feel like that. Power button here. Bottom vent for one of the speakers. I think so the earpiece is also a speaker for stereo. Type C port, main microphone, and this will be your SIM tray. It comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. So let's see how much. Do we have a dedicated slot? No. Sad to say, no dedicated micro SD card slot. They should have given that. I frankly feel that's what we get. And back, that triple camera setup. So let me do one thing. Let me just power it on, and it's booting, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This Moto G8 Plus is having a 6.3-inch IPS LCD screen. It's powered by the Snapdragon 665 SoC. It has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. Moving to the rear-facing camera, it's a triple camera setup. The main camera is a 48 megapixel. Then we also have a 16 megapixel that's ultra wide. We also have a 5 megapixel that's for depth. And moving to the front-facing camera, it's a 25 megapixel. It also has stereo speakers and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. And guys, I've finished setting up this device, and as you can see, this is typical Motorola UI. You even hear that sound. And again, the good thing is that we don't have a lot of bloatware, as you can see. So almost stock Android, except for some Moto Actions that are useful apps. For example, if you click here, the Moto Actions and stuff, you can customize what you want. The Moto Actions and all those things, quick capture, fast flashlight, flip for DND and all those things, pick up to silence. So these are some of the good things that are specific to Motorola phones. We have that on this one also. And almost stock Android. On left you have the Android, Google Pane. Anyways, over here it is just finishing up the setup. And as you can see, we have Dolby. So that's interesting. I'm also curious to see stereo speakers on this one. Let's just go to our own YouTube channel. I think so it's updating, that's why it's slow. Yes, it generally updates all the apps when it's new. Installing some library. I'm just going to say no for now. Update. Let's just search. Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the comparison. So definitely loud. And I think so it that started that update of YouTube. That's why it went. But again, the sound, as you heard, guys, was very loud. This is something that we generally don't find in this mid-range segment. That is something that is lacking. So you get that stereo speakers, and it's actually pretty loud. So that's actually a good thing. But again, in terms of processor, it's having the Snapdragon 665 SoC, which is not bad, but again, sort of outdated, because many of the other smartphone vendors are giving that processor in phones costing about 10,000 rupees. and they should have gone with the 7 series like a 710 or 712. It's a decent processor, but I would say if you're sort of a heavy gamer, I would not recommend. But yeah, anyways, that's what we get. And if you go over here, it's just still doing the updates. And if I go here to system and about, as you can see, MI and all this, Android 9 obviously, they should get Android 10 later on, but again Motorola is a little bit slow these days in terms of updates. Security update is of September that we are getting. Hopefully we'll get even the latest one. Again, as you can see, we have some gestures on this and we also have a, again, typical stock Android experience, as I have mentioned again. So we have almost stock digital well-being is also there on this one, so that's actually nice. And let's check the fingerprint scanner. This is actually the fingerprint scanner, and it's actually fast, not bad. So it takes half a second, but again responsive. One thing I'm noticing is that this power on off button is slightly on the top hand side, so I have to stretch my finger to press it. It should have been over here, I would say, but yeah, that's something that I noticed. Now as you can see, the fingerprint scanner is actually responsive, and you also get this Moto display. Your notifications and stuff will be displayed. If you double tap, you get that. And fingerprint, as you can see, not an issue. So that's what you're getting. Again, that plastic build quality, and I think so you've got to use it with the case, otherwise, as you can see, it gets that fingerprint. But let's look at the camera, because I feel that's the new USP of this one. Even in their marketing, they were touting this as a camera-centric smartphone, that 48 megapixel. But let's see what Motorola did with the same. And I'm just going to hit allow, and it says swipe right to open the modes. And again, these are the photo modes, portrait mode, cut out and all those things. So you have quite a bit. Slow motion is also there, night vision is also there. But let's shoot in the regular mode. So as you can see, this is the regular mode, and again it's like mode. So you can adjust the exposure while moving around here, as you can see. So that's actually nice. And if I click, how do I go to the wide angle mode? Again, the UI is a little bit different. Do I pinch out or something? No, this is 1x, this is zoom. So the layout is a little bit different. If I click over here, it's panorama, live filter. So let's go to the video. Oh, again they did the same thing. The wide angle is only in the video, which is very, very strange. Stabilization on, as you can see, this is shooting in the wide angle mode. Action camera, okay, tap to switch, and this is the standard video, as you can see, and this is that wide angle video. Shoots like GoPro. So again, a very different take that they are doing. They should have actually given that wide angle mode even in this one, which is surprising. When you have that lens, why not give it? We have the portrait mode, so that's very weird. I hope they fix it with the software update, because this is very weird. And we have the portrait mode, that blur effects, you have multiple blur effects and all those things, so that's nice. But again, I'm still baffled that in the regular photo mode they aren't providing us with the wide angle mode. That's only in the video. As you can see, you shoot the video like this in the wide angle, and this is the regular. So some weird choices that Motorola is doing. I don't get it why. Anyways, let's look at the front facing camera, and this is the front facing camera. So yeah, we have that, and here we have that portrait mode even with the front facing camera. As you can see, we do have that. So that's actually nice. But anyways, let me do one thing. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one, so that you have a better idea regarding the camera. These were taken with the rear facing camera. The 48 megapixel camera produces some very good results, and the pictures look very natural. It was a sort of an overcast day, and as you can see, it felt like that. Also, moving to close-up object, it is fine, but again, it's not for macro. If you go too close, you notice this, you have to back out. Again, I tried taking a close-up shot, but again, you got to back out. And also in semi-indoor conditions, I felt it did actually a pretty decent job, but it was overly contrasty. These were taken in artificial lighting conditions. And now moving to outdoor conditions with human subjects also, as you can see, it does a good job. And even the portrait bokeh mode, surprisingly, it actually did a pretty good job, as you can see. Now moving to indoor lighting here, the picture becomes a little bit soft, as you can see, but overall, I would say it's okay. But again, you have to be careful in artificial lighting. Now moving to front-facing camera in outdoor conditions, as you can see, it's very sharp. The 25 megapixel does a great job, even in the portrait bokeh mode. And these are taken in indoor lighting conditions. The picture is slightly on the softer side, and you can also use the portrait bokeh mode. But again, you have to be careful because there is a tendency of the camera shake in the portrait mode. Shooting this video with that ultra wide lens, and we just can't instantly move between the other lens and this one, and I'm just walking, guys, to give you an idea how's the stabilization. And if I rotate it like this, you can actually rotate it like this. So yeah, this is the video with that ultra wide angle lens on this one. Just to give you an idea, guys, this is the standard lens video that we are having. This is not the ultra wide, but this is what we have. Now I thought, why not also shoot with the front facing camera, and this is the video footage with the front facing camera of this Moto G8 Plus. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this Moto G8 Plus. So what do you guys think about this one? Some weird choices I feel Motorola has made regarding this one, and I hope with the software update they fix it. Why not give that wide angle mode even in the photo mode? I just don't get that. Yes, in video it's nice, it's like that GoPro mode, good for action stuff, but why not in the photo mode can't you shoot the wide angle lens? Because you have a 16 megapixel shooter, the hardware is there. So some weird choices, and also considering the price point, I would say Snapdragon 665 is a questionable thing, but again, you don't get any ads and stuff. You get that Motorola experience, almost stock Android. But again, you guys let me know what do you think about this one, because I frankly feel I'm having sort of mixed feeling for this one. Anyways guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and if you guys are still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and catch you guys later. Take care.